Hi everyone and welcome back to the Python visualization series. In this video, I'll show you how to create a single production profile plot for the full field. So for example, I have a dataset that contains hundreds upon hundreds of wells, and these wells will have different production dates, and these wells are open during different times of the lifespan of this reservoir. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a single chart that basically represents the full production from this field. Okay, so before we do that, let me show you how this production profile looks like for all the wells. So in order to do that, we are going to use line plot. So plotly express line data frame. So on the x-axis, we're going to have the date, and on the y-axis, I'm going to have the oil production, for example, but you can use any variable you want. And for coloring purposes, I'm going to use the well names for coloring. So let's give this an run. There we go. Now this is the full production history of this field. So what we're going to do in this example, we're going to combine all of these lines into a single line that represent all the production from this field. Now, in order to achieve this, what we are going to do, we are going to create a grouping tasks. So let's go ahead and start the grouping. So we will create a data frame that's grouped, which equals to the old data frame. And we're going to group by oil. So we're going to group by oil. Sorry, we are going to group by the date. And once we group by the date, now this will generate a new data frame that basically groups everything for us. Okay. And now let's call to summarize everything for each particular date. There we go. And now we have the date, and basically we have all the parameters summed up. Now let's repeat the same chart, but this time it's going to be only a single plot with the grouped data frame. So let's do one thing. Data frame grouped. So let's paste this, and on the x-axis, date does not exist anymore because now the date is index. So we're going to use directly the index, and everything will remain the same. We don't need the color anymore because we only have a single line of chart. Let's run this. There we go. Now this is the full production from the field that corresponds to all the produced data from this field. Of course, you can add the water produced as well to this. So you can have two curves at the same time that represents the field total. So let's give this a nice run. There we go. Now this is the oil production and this is the water production. Of course, in this example, the water production is much more higher than the oil production. So in order to accommodate for this, we need to activate the log y to be set to true, so we can accommodate both of these lines correctly. There we go. Now this is what we have at the end. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure to follow us for more videos.